Hello, guys. Welcome to Wrestling Statistics. This is a new series I'd like to call, uh, that I would like to call Wrestling Comments, Stupid Wrestling Comments, or Funny Wrestling Comments, but mostly stupid. This is going to be Sami Zayn edition. As we all know, this jobber won the title. Again, I don't think it's as bad as some people say, because we've had infinite jobbers win the title already. What's another pile of poop on a pile of manure? But of course, Sami Zayn winning the title is a joke, obviously. But it's not a bigger joke than like Finn Balor winning, for example. So let's read these comments of Sami Zayn defenders and laugh at them. Okay. So let me read this. This guy, Sean's View Entertainment, says people need to stop acting like Sami Zayn being WWE champion is some impossible thing just because he isn't built like a bodybuilder. Well, that's an understatement. He doesn't even look like he looks like 1 month into the gym at best. Wrestling history proves that argument wrong over and over again. That is not true. Wrestling history proves that big, strong guys get over 99% of the time. It doesn't prove that all the biggest stars in wrestling are shaped like the letter V. They're not shaped like the letter I. Like every single, like the four biggest stars, Cena, Hogan, Austin, Rock, they're all shaped like the letter V, not the letter I. The thinnest of them all is Austin, and even then he's like way bigger than fucking Sami Zayn and most wrestlers. Finn Balor became Universal Champion, and it was a joke when Finn Balor became a champion. He doesn't look like a real wrestler. Rey Mysterio became World Heavyweight Champion for 1 day and then lost it to Cena. CM Punk, again, not believable. The ratings went down for Summer of Punk. Became Daniel Bryan, another non-believable champion, got injured right away. Kofi Kingston, another non-believable champion, and when WWE was on Fox, they had to toss the title back to Brock Lesnar. Jeff Hardy. Jeff Hardy's the only successful title reign of a skinny guy that I can think of, and even then he had drug issues. But it was just because, I don't know why people really liked him. He was like sort of like a boy band star, because every single person in the country just really liked him for some reason. Eddie Guerrero. Eddie Guerrero's arms are like the size of a bowling ball. Like he's not the same as Sami Zayn. Shawn Michaels. Shawn Michaels actually is not that big of a draw. Like every time he's been on top has been like a down period for the business. Like Ruthless Aggression and New Gen were like down periods when he was on top. And I like Shawn Michaels, especially his Ruthless Aggression run. But the idea that he's some kind of draw is like, there's no real evidence of that. Bret Hart, again, sank the company, tried to replace Hulk Hogan. That was a disaster. Probably the biggest... Actually, financially speaking, Bret Hart is probably the biggest disaster financially on this list so far. Dean Ambrose. Dean Ambrose apparently set the record for the lowest rating on Raw ever when he was champion at the time. Of course, it's gotten lower since then. Mick Foley. Mick Foley is fat, so he looks like... He's kind of like... Mick Foley is fat and actually looks like he could beat somebody up. And you've seen him, like, get set on fire and go through tables and go through spikes and everything. So it's not really a good comparison. And also, he only got it for, like, 1 day. Anyway, he had it for, like, 1 week. And it's because Austin had to interfere. So I don't even know what you're talking about. None of them were presented as giant, unstoppable monsters. Mick kind of was. Mick was kind of presented as an unstoppable monster. Like, Mankind's kind of like a monster-like character that you couldn't get down because he would just never give up, but whatever. But they still became world champions because they had charisma. Bret Hart does not have charisma at all. I have no clue what the fuck you're talking about. Bret Hart and Kofi Kingston and Dean Ambrose have literally no charisma. Like, that's just objectively true. None of those guys have charisma at all. And neither does Sami Zayn. Sami Zayn has, like, no charisma. I have no clue what the fuck you're talking about. Connection, storytelling, and credibility. Okay, first of all, Sami Zayn is not credible. He's a joke. He literally like dances to ska to the ring. Like he's a credibility killer. Connection, like these guys, like half these guys are like, these guys don't have credibility. The only guy on the list with credibility that you mentioned is like Eddie and Jeff Hardy. Like let's just be honest. And I like Mick Foley, but he just lost way too many times. Like and honestly, Eddie only won because Goldberg came in. People forget like Eddie didn't win fucking clean. Like Goldberg fucking had to come in for him to beat Brock Lesnar. Like people forget that. Like Eddie did not win clean. It wasn't like he just like beat Brock Lesnar in a roll up. No, Goldberg came in and fucking speared him. That's how Eddie won. Like, people are acting like Eddie was just winning clean. Like, no, short people were not winning clean in the Ruthless Aggression era. That's not how it worked. Goldberg had to come in. Like, um, that's exactly why Sami Zayn deserves a WWE title. No, because he does not have charisma. Like, he doesn't. He connects with neckbeards, but so does everybody. So does literally every indie jobber on that roster. Like, what are we fucking talking about? Every single indie jobber manlet on that fucking roster, like, the Marks cheer for. They cheer for Chad Gable. They cheer for fucking Ricky Starks. Like, anybody, any midget that comes up will just fucking get cheered for. Not every champion has to be like Brock Lesnar, Roman Reigns, or Batista. Yeah, sure. I mean, I guess. But they're not even, like, on the level of... I don't know. Let me think of a guy. They're not even on the level of, JBL. Or fucking, Farouk. Or... I don't know. Just normal-looking wrestlers from back then. Like, Mr. Perfect. Or, even Bret Hart, like, clearly had a physique. As much as I shit on Bret Hart is not, like, in the same physique level as even Shawn Michaels. He's definitely stronger and bigger than Shawn Michaels. Like, let's just be honest here. Like, Bret Hart would probably kick people's asses in real life. So it's not that unbelievable. It's not like CM Punk, who just looks like a drug addict. Like, Bret Hart could actually, like, kill somebody. CM Punk, like, couldn't beat anybody in a real fight. So, let's go to part 2 of this comment. Some champions are beloved just because the fans believe in them. Okay. I mean, I guess. I mean, do people really believe in Sami Zayn? I don't think, actually, also the fans don't believe in anybody now. Like, people are so cynical, they're just telling people. Like, I'm no exception to the rule, but everyone's like, Triple H should book this way, he should book that way. So, like, no one is, like, believing anyone can really overcome anything. Everyone knows it's fake, and they're just complaining that Triple H is booking it wrong. And to be fair, that's what I'm doing, that's what everybody's doing. But the days of people believing in a wrestler are, like, over. Let's just be honest, bro. Sami has spent years earning that reaction. The neckbeards were cheering for him dancing to ska in, like, 2015 when he debuted. What are we talking about? Like, he didn't earn shit. He can talk. Not really. He can wrestle. I guess. I mean, he's good at seller, but his matches go on too long. He can sell emotion. That's true. I'll give him that. He actually is a good seller. I'm not going to lie. He's corny, but he is a good seller. It makes people care. Not really. If people really cared, then, like, the show's ratings would be higher. Like, no one in the real world, like, watches modern wrestling. Like, no modern wrestler, except for unless you count The Rock, makes people care. Like, let's just be honest. Even Brock Lesnar, as much as I like him, he only sometimes makes people care. Like, let's just be honest here. Like, none of these guys are really larger than life that are full-time on that roster. Let's just keep it a bean, guys. Like, no one really is. That matters more than just looking intimidating. Okay, I mean, also, like, the guys you listed above, except for, like, Shawn Michaels and Jeff Hardy and Kofi Kingston, and Dean Ambrose, looked intimidating. Like, Bret Hart, again, not the biggest guy, but he looks intimidating. Same with Mick Foley and Eddie Guerrero. Those guys actually do look intimidating. All right. People bring up his size or his look or say he should lift, but that completely misses what makes a real champ in pro wrestling. Bob Backlund wasn't a massive monster either. I mean, but, like, was Bob Backlund as big a success as Hulk Hogan? Exactly. Or as Bruno? No. And also, Bob Backlund would, like, murder every single modern wrestler. Like, he looks, like, lame by the standards of the 80s, but, like, Bob Backlund today would be, like, bigger than everybody. And he held the title for years. Ric Flair, who is, like, 6-something and has huge muscles. Harley Race. Okay, that guy's, again, big muscles. Luthez. Like, no one in the real world knows who Luthez is. Bret Hart, again, a guy who sank the company. Shawn Michaels, another guy that sank the company. I like Shawn Michaels, but in the new gen, that guy did not help. There have been plenty of world champions who are not built like modern-day superheroes. Yeah, sure, but that doesn't make them exceptional. And you can say, oh, I mean, look, if Sami Zayn, like, acting like Sami Zayn is, like, really that great is just, like, a joke. Like, Sami Zayn is not on the same level as a draw from the territory days, or, like, even, he's not, look, let's just be honest, he's not even on the level of fucking Bret Hart. Like Bret Hart, I shit all over Bret Hart, and I stand by him sinking that company. I stand by him like sinking the WWF. But like Sami Zayn's a bigger joke than that. Like Bret Hart looks like fucking $1 million. Looks like the Ultimate Warrior compared to and Goldberg combined compared to Sami Zayn. Like Sami Zayn, let's just be honest here. Sami Zayn is a complete dork. Like normal people look at Sami Zayn and they're like, I don't want to watch. I don't even want to see this guy. Like people would not want to sit next to Sami Zayn on a bus. Let alone, I mean, to be fair, no one would want to sit next to a wrestler on a bus. But you know what I mean. Like people would not because they're intimidated by Sami Zayn, but because it's like this guy probably smells weird, and I just don't really want to sit next to him. And it's just like that's unless your character is that like that. Like it's Eugene. Like Eugene's gross and he's unkempt, but like he's like Eugene. It actually works. Low-key, Eugene is like Sami Zayn done right. Eugene and like Mankind are Sami Zayn done right, like underdog characters in wrestling. But yeah, obviously this comment's stupid. Let's go to the next comment.